I didn't think I would see you again. And yet, here you are.
I might say the same about you. I thought you wouldn't be in the mood for a party.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, death for death.
Why are you here, really? What are you trying to do?
That's none of your business. Leave me alone, or I'll call the guards. They'll be happy to see a wanted fugitive.
This isn't over. Can you feel it?
These spirits tell me you can't go any further. I can see a certain old hag there.
Would it be Countess Lermontova?
Indeed. She and her family are thick with the Romanovs.
So she must know a lot. I will talk to her, but I'm afraid she'll recognize me and call the guards.
You want me to do it, I reckon.
Keep her busy, and I'll see what I can learn from reading her belongings.
That's what I'm thinking. I suggest you start with Donut.
Donut?
Her dog. The Countess's thoughts cling to him like a barnacle. Go. I'll meet you here when you're done.
Good boy. Nothing can be kept secret from me. How was your chat with the Countess?
Better tell me what you have found. Wait, don't say it. Just focus on it. Let's not mix duty and personal life, all right?
Just checking if it works.
Sure. Are you afraid the old lady will take everything from you and your sister to build a new palace for herself? I'm sorry, I can't resist it, but I can sympathize. I can feel how important it is for you. The Countess pitched me a lovely story about how the confiscated goods would be used to help the needy.
We both know she's lying, and her decree is already on the Tsar's desk, ready to be signed.
I like these new abilities more and more. And now try to read what I think about it.
You want to get back at her? I never thought revenge was in your nature.
I'm thinking we might try to make the Countess tell everyone what she thinks out loud. So, I'll take care of everything. Fine, let's do it. Watch and listen carefully. There's one more thing I would like to ask you. I feel confused about the plan to confiscate properties. Could you explain how it's really going to work, and to whose advantage?
But of course. As soon as the Tsar puts his signature on it, the Lermonts will take over the Thaumaturge's properties for a contribution to the fight against those parasites.
Mother, keep it down.
Don't be ashamed, son. You did agree to this. It would be a pity if that money was wasted. And this way, we can build you a beautiful mansion so that you can finally move out. And what good would the money do to the poor? They would just throw it away.
Mother, we should go now. Madame, please excuse us.
familiar face. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Shulsky.
Your presence at this party implies something extraordinary is bound to happen.
Please allow me. My fiancée, Sofia Georgievna Skawan.
Congratulations to you both. You make a handsome couple.
Even though I felt as if my world had collapsed back then, I'm now grateful to you. My fiancé would like to tell you something as well.
Mr. Shulsky, thank you for focusing your attention on me that night and sparing Sofia from a scandal. Let me make an observation. It is quite daring of you to show up in a place like this.
Sergei, is that a threat?
I would say it's a friendly warning. Thaumaturges shouldn't feel too safe these days.
How did you get into His Royal Highness's birthday party?
I must leave you now. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Goodbye, Victor.
Have a good night, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm back. Let's think. I thought this was the place to be. I sneaked in and the guards never realized.
Don't worry, your secret is safe with us.
You're still fond of intrigues, I see.
Don't worry, I'm no longer governed by seeking recognition.
Sofia and I are truly grateful.
I'm guessing that you...
That too, but above all, my dear Sergei.
I am here to offer counsel to Nikolai Romanov. Recently, I've been included in his advisory body. I've been appointed a member of the city council.
Congratulations. That's a job with quite a few responsibilities.
And it's very informative, too. There's something I would like you to...
Not a peep, Sergei. It's a nice evening.
The doubts you carry within you no longer hold you back. Do the right thing. Speak.
Mr. Shulsky, the situation is serious. What's happening in the streets is but a taste of the terror that the Tsar's trusted men, including the Governor General, are about to give you. They're talking about adjustment clinics, places where people like you would be surgically deprived of their powers.
And from what I can gather, their awareness.
I think you should know that, even if my honesty hurts someone I care about.
What do you intend to do, if I may ask?
I must leave you now. I wish you a pleasant evening. Enjoy myself with my friends.
Goodbye, Victor.
Have a good night, Mr. Shulsky.
I can see you've picked the spot right in the thick of things. Are you having a good time?
Not too bad. I just had a chat with a certain young lady in waiting. But we'll get back to that. I bet parties like this are nothing new for you.
I hate it here. Parties like this are the threshold of hell. In fact, my sister says I turned savage while in exile. What about the lady in waiting?
She told me that the Tsar is in one of the chambers on the upper floor. The stairs are guarded by Skawan's soldiers. And the Governor General himself is keeping an eye on the entire hall. We must make him look away.
I'll try to approach Scowen somehow.
Be careful. Is there anything else?
I've heard some news about certain decrees waiting to be signed on the Tsar's desk.
What's in them?
I managed to have a few words with a certain young man from the city council. He told me about an idea to introduce places that in a nutshell would make us thaumaturges lose our minds, and thereby our powers.
What exactly are you talking about?
A lobotomy. At least that's what it sounds like. I've learned that one of the ideas to combat thaumaturges will be the forfeiture of our properties.
How do you feel about it as an heir to a fortune?
To be honest, my sister should be more concerned. I only got an old book.
Still, I can't believe that brings you peace.
There's something else that bothers me.
Tell me. I'll try to help.
Vanda is here.
I was afraid she might show up. Have you talked to her?
Yes. I didn't like her look.
Find her, and do whatever you need to stop her. Otherwise, an unaddressed problem will grow to inconceivable proportions.
Good evening.
Who are you? I've got a feeling I've seen you before.
I came here with my friends, and I'm hoping to introduce them to you soon.
If they were truly important, I'd know them already. Have you got a cigarette?
Sadly, no.
That's too bad. Anything else I can help you with?
I met your daughter Sofia in the gardens. Congratulations on her engagement.
Are you suggesting something? The lovers did not want to wait.
Let's change the subject.
Good idea.
I won't take any more.
Enjoy. I understand, and I tell you the same thing. I'm not even a mouse could squeeze by.
What about thaumaturges?
If they did, I would know about it. I can only tell...
Meaning?
Thaumaturges are dangerous. Riots, explosions, that Rasputin... Their plotting affects everyone.
Has a thaumaturge ever hurt anyone close to you?
This is a sensitive matter for me. My close family has had some
I see. Do you think that bearded cultist, Rasputin...
Most likely. How else would he Even Tsarina Alexandra looks... Luckily, he was killed by a bomb in a...
Don't forget the cholera epidemics that keep plaguing...
I see we understand.
I heard...
Yes, but sooner...
Is that
Shulsky is the epitome of depravity. He had everything, but he's cursed. But
How would
I know their tricks. Besides, the chance he shows up here.
What a relief.
Anything else?
Thank you.
My mission is to protect the Tsar's.
Let's...
Good idea.
How do you find His Royal Highness's...
As the one in charge of Warsaw, I have my... You must excuse.
The pile of presents for the Tsarevich looks impressive, and...
Yes,
Let's...
good idea.
I won't take any more.
Enjoy yourself.
And?
I talked to the governor.
So, how does it feel to come face to face with the butcher?
Up close, he doesn't seem so scary.
Right. Have you learned anything that might help?
The governor carries the floor.
Are you going to rid him of it?
And I hope we can get rid of it.
Wait. Before we start, you should make sure we're... There will be no turning back.
I believe I've gotten
Fine. Scowan's flaw. It might... You'll be extremely cautious with him.
I promise I'll try. We wanted to talk to you, my friends and I.
Where am I?
Governor General?
Welcome to inside your head, Scowan. We've got you now. Wait a second. Something's wrong. Shouldn't he be unconscious?
Unless he has his own powers, his conscious state could be an effect of the pact.
Sarah Rifkin. And you? What's going on here? Who are you?
So, shall we get down to it?
Go on. I can't wait. What does it feel like to be at the mercy of thaumaturges?
Terrifying. What is this?
You've just found out that we're not capable of lying in this place. Intriguing, isn't it?
What am I hearing? You want to experiment on us, deprive us of powers and reason.
May Allah have mercy on you.
I'll deal with him. I'll show the butcher his place.
Of course.
Your worst nightmare is coming true. The thaumaturge will remind you of what true fear means. You're scared of her, even though she's been dead for many years. She repaid you for the way you oppressed her because she had powers and you didn't.
What happened to you?
She sent a demon after me. My own sister. She brought down nightmares upon me. I hid my bed for years.
That's why your fear turned into anger and anger into hate. You pathetic creature. And now we all suffer because you're an oppressor by nature. Say what you did to her and what you're planning for us.
I smashed her skull with a brick and threw her body down a well. Once the Tsar signs our decrees, we will seize all of you and mangle your brains. I will kill all of you, one by one.
The floor is ready. Remove it, and we can go.
Remove it? You want to give him relief? He doesn't deserve peace. Besides, he's seen our faces.
There's a chance you'll be a different man without it. I will free you from the fear that has triggered this destructive hatred within you.
What a disappointing ending for someone like that.
Good job. Let's go.
Ariel had better show up. I can see you've been busy.
Did I just hear words of gratitude and appreciation?
I think you misheard me. Shall we?
I'll stay here in case reinforcements arrive.
It won't take long. And thank you, Ariel.
Stop! Who are you? Scowan!
The Governor General is a little indisposed right now, and I don't think he will get better soon.
Don't come any closer!
Better put it down before anyone gets hurt.
You will lay down your weapon. You don't need it. Is that better?
What is going on? How? How is that possible? You must be thaumaturges. Is that a revolution? Are you here to kill me?
My name is Viktor Shulski. This is Emir Burnakovich and Madame Samira.
I appreciate the change in tone. Viktor Shulski, do you want my demise?
We come with demands because the situation forces us to do so.
The most crucial thing for us is that you stop hunting thaumaturges. The pogroms must end.
Stop murdering us.
How dare you break in here and make demands? Tell me why would I agree to anything?
We stand before your majesty not as some motley crew, but as a group of thaumaturges united by a pact. We've done the impossible to get here today.
And from that position, we seek to start a dialogue. We believe it will bring mutual benefits.
Do you have a name for it?
You can call us the Coterie.
Go on. Who knows, we might reach an agreement after all.
We know there are some decrees on the Tsar's desk awaiting your signature.
And what do you think is in them?
We know the decrees stipulate creating special adjustment clinics, and thaumaturges won't be the only patients there.
Your subjects, so diverse in terms of ethnicity and religion, will surely recognize the threat, and their fear will turn into hatred. The Empire will fall.
The Crown has enough enemies outside without having to deal with internal ones.
I've heard enough. I understand you want something in exchange. Let me hear it.
We want justice for the wrongdoing we suffer in the streets, and for the blood we are forced to spill to survive.
We want more freedom in the political and social domain for everyone. The people of Warsaw, one of the most important municipalities in Russia, will remember your gesture.
Is that all?
Make the Okhrana forget about Sara Rivkin and let her files disappear from their archives forever.
You want power. Just admit it already. The sooner you admit it, the better. Power can be won or bestowed. Today, you did both. We will meet your demands and expect allegiance and loyalty in return. So help me God.
I heard a shot. Is everyone all right?
Another Thaumaturge.
You're late. We've settled it on our own. Do I hear applause? What's going on there?
Your monk has shown up and he got a standing ovation. Is that a problem?
Grigory Rasputin chose this night to win your favor and worm his way into the court.
Rasputin is dead.
On the contrary,
He's also extremely dangerous. And he knows about the Tsarevich's illness.
Time's running out, and my guests are waiting. Let's keep it short.
Is that it? Can I finally get some champagne?
And get rid of this damn tailcoat.
Stanisław can finally rest in peace, son. You should be proud. We all owe you a lot.
I can do it without you. Thank you.
You're too generous, sir.
Friends, today, on the birthday of my son and successor, my father's words show the direction of my thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. The riots in Warsaw fill our hearts with much sadness, and the nation's grief is also the grief of the Emperor of Russia. We have closed our eyes to the suffering of our people, to the suffering of Thaumaturgi, who were granted their powers by God. Which is why I consider it our moral duty to stop all kinds of violence against them, effective immediately. That is our wish. However, may those who take my grace for weakness know that the Russian Empire is strong and ruthless against its enemies. So help me God. Grigory Yefimovich Rasputin. Despite being exiled from Petersburg, you've come back. You've mingled with my guests to get close to my only son. You will leave him alone immediately.
No vedam spas, nashevo syna!
With his trickery, he has beguiled the Tsarina too. Any last words before I have you arrested?
Wasn't making your own dream come true enough for you, Kane? You had to ruin mine. How treacherous of you. How petty-minded.
Do you want to know what enticed me to do that?
If you're kind enough.
Now I surround myself with people I can trust, as opposed to you. Farewell, Grigory. This is the end of the road for you.
Oh, no. It's not over until I say so.
Victor, is everything all right? Is this that Rasputin of yours? I expected something more.
Assalamu alaikum. Would you tell me how you are able to talk with us here?
This must be your new daddy, Victor. Aren't you going to introduce me? And this must be the famous Madame Samira, the identity thief. Wait, I think someone is missing. I don't think you're very important to him.
Is he bothering you?
Indeed, and I could use some help.
Get out! This is between you and me. And your magician friends can't help you. There's no winning against me. You should have learned that by now.
Dare he throw us out? Did you explain it all to him? Is everything all right?
I think so.
I must admit, he is remarkable.
Grigory Yefimovich, I'm asking you one more time. Any last words?
Today, you have lost your empire. My visions will come true. But when you realize that, it will be too late.
Take this madman out, and then find Skowon.
For the free and independent Poland.
I can't shake the feeling that we could have given them a different fate.
Is that regret I hear in your voice?
Yes, it's been with me since the Tsarevich's birthday.
I warned you. Unresolved problems usually grow to unmanageable proportions. If we're to change anything, Victor, we must act decisively.
I understand what you're saying.
You don't sound convinced.
It's looking like rain.
Let's go. Sarah and Ariel are expecting us at Marshokoska.
Let's go.
And the weather is perfect for a hot cup of tea.
Grief. You'll only be learning the true meaning of this word.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? I try to see Ligia often, but the sight of my sister in apathy breaks my heart. Without a flaw, she has become someone else. Someone I don't know. That is why I latch onto duties concerning the coterie. At least here, I can change something for the better. Despite the coterie's efforts, the situation in the city is getting worse. Uncle Sasha still works on the force, which entails constant danger. The true circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's disappearance remain unclear.
But the streets know who rubbed the fucker out. Niedzic, the new king of Śródmieście.
Right, Abauryce. His influence is increasing. He's been proclaimed the king of Śródmieście. The Shivs keep the authorities at bay, and their boss dictates the laws. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. The fisherman of Powieśle has not been captured. The locals still find bodies on the riverbanks, but no one is surprised anymore. The neighborhood is falling into a strange kind of apathy. As for the Flying University, the idea faded and died in the Ochrana cells where the rebellious students were locked up. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.